tried in the fight. I'll tell you, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like a benefactor's good.
We're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers, nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up a throw.
Man, let me jump!
Be intercepted.
Oh my God!
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Fields.
What the hell?
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Play action. It's Fields.
I ain't done all fucking day, man. Come on, bro.
They've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, ETN once more. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Fields.
Nick!
And that's complete.
Boy, get the fuck out of here.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
my
conversion.
God, man.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Fields. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, Fields.
The fucking game.
Contact well timed.
Come on, bro.
4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down,
offside?
so they took a shot.
Come on,
thinking
bro.
it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Harold Landry. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air. But no, incomplete.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All right. Probably leaving in a couple hours at the earliest. I'll still take outside, though.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro.
Behind him, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Second and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball.
He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. He's still on his feet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throw the ball away, man. Throw it away.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
How is that not interference?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the 50, here's Fields. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. This is caught by Evans. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fields. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another tote for Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Man, get the fuck! Hey, come on with that shit! Oh my God, bro. The nigga is in position.
Before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because
that is terrible, man.
2-score lead in the third quarter. They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down. And
the ball
the fuck out of it. Oh my God, bro. This game.
So possession will stay the same. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
And the Saints first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fields. And his throw's going to
Oh, Landry, put your hands down, catch the ball, bro. Please.
I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields getting this into the hands of Turner. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Oh,
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get this.
Man, come the fuck on, man!
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Going deep for Hopkins. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fields throwing again. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
second and 9 at the 30.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That'll give him 8 that time, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown. This game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 11. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.